Cancer. Song that's playing for you is What's Next. So whether you in a position that it's like after a hurdle, there's some trials, some tribulation, or you just didn't even have to go through a hurdle. You just in a position where it's like you plotting on what's next for you. You think about your tomorrow after pulling yourself out of a situation, traveling to a new space and expressing a new mind, or just after experiencing something in something you are already in, and that just shifted your mind. You probably see this differently now, whatever this is, and you plotting on your next actions. What do you want to do in that, or how you want to reach that point, whatever we talking about. Or somebody could be plotting on you, trying to figure out what's next. They may want to be in your next. You may not be in a position where you could be whether you're not fucking with somebody no more, or you just ain't expressing or giving to a situation, relationship, or friendship the same way you used to. It's like you're not catering to someone's emotions the same way you used to cater to their emotions. And it's like now somebody trying to, they may not know what's next regarding the space they shared with you. So now they could just be trying to express or bring themselves towards you in order to make what's next. It's so that you don't make a decision. They're trying to sway or steer you in a different direction, regarding that situation y'all got going on. Because you could have found your strength out of a situation, and you nurturing a new perspective or a new understanding or a whole new environment. You just dancing the new dance. You're not dancing to the same music you used to dance to. The people who was with you when they were dancing to the music with you, the only reason they wasn't able to be in that space with you because you catered to something they had going on. They know that, okay, Cancer will take care of this. So as long as I'm with Cancer, I don't have to worry about this type shit. Now it's like, now you done found your strength. You nurturing a new mind, or just a better you about a situation, or just how you invest or give to something. You're not in the same emotional place. You ain't crying over spilled milk no more. Motherfuckers can't play you no more, and that's karma. It be like that. Or that's how ain't no cars out. So that could be how somebody is towards you. Hey, you may be undecided right now. You might not know how to move. You trying to figure out what's next. Or you got an opportunity in front of you that you're not seizing in some way, shape, or form. It could be like that. Now you know what that means for you. It's like you could be second guessing your own blessing in whatever context we're talking about. Whether that's just an idea that was brought to you, and that idea could be the idea that brings you where you want to go. But it could be a situation where it was like you would have never thought it would be something like that, but yet it's a career like that, a friend like that, a relationship like that, or you investing in a hobby like that. Something you never thought you would do, but you could be in a position to do it, but it's the Two of Swords, so you may not be doing it. You feel me? It's almost like you more comfortable here type shit. Came and saw, yeah. So you might be in a position where you don't want to see something, you don't want to be aware of what you know about something, or whether that something is something you've been communicating, or just something you observe. You may be in a position where your voice can turn something, and you rather choose not to, type shit. Matter of fact, that ain't even happening the way Cancer sees it. You know what that means for you. Shit, if it's you versus someone outside of you could be investing in an emotional idea, or it's like they're kind of over the feelings they have with you, or the space they have with you, and that is putting you in a certain type of undecided place. So it's almost like if your partner not gonna revisit it, then you know you still got something you want to say about it, and what you want to say about it could be what changes something. But on the same coin, you don't want to be the one to bring it up, so to speak. But at the same time, the way your partner is expressing or investing in their life as you're observing it, it's like they already over. emotionally. So it almost won't get revisited, whatever we talking about. Ain't shit ain't gonna be better. Ain't shit gonna be better if it's that type of situation. Cause you ain't moving, and while you not moving, so you may not want to revisit that topic or that little disagreement you had with your significant other, or that disagreement you had with your friend, or whatever we talking about. You was investing in something, and it's like there was a disagreement. Now that could have put some sort of friction, a long-lasting friction in the communication now, the energetic communication, to the point where you could be aware of something, almost like the solution, so to speak, to whatever it is y'all got going on. But whoever you're dealing with is already in a position where they kind of left that alone, and they're already emotionally invested in a new venture in totality type shit. You feel me? Yeah, see, it's like someone already left that alone. They just left that there after that. You get, Mr. Right Now. This is a song that's playing for you. And because of that, ain't shit getting better. Ain't no love in the space. It's like there's a block. You know how to move the block, but you not gonna move the block. You don't want to be the one to move the block. If it's a situation where you being fixed in a certain type of energy, you don't want to be the one to do it. And it's because of that energy why a situation isn't healing. You know if that, whatever that means for you. It's because you're not communicating a truth within you, or the truth you know about something. Because you came and you saw something, whether that was an internal awareness or an external awareness. And that, what you saw, as soon as you saw it, it's like you froze, and you still frozen. And because that, ain't shit changing around you. Ain't shit changing about that, whatever that is. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, I told you froze. It's like you stuck. You as soon as you became aware of the truth, time froze for you. And whatever awareness, you could still just be in a certain type of pattern of consistent type situation, whether you dealing with people or you just got some habits you participate in. Whatever we talking about, you stuck in something. If it's not someone outside of you stuck in some shit with you, it's like you and this person tied by the hip. And whatever, if you know it's that type of vibe, and it's almost like y'all don't want to be tied together no more. It ain't fun. Now, you could be the one to be aware, but you not the one to do it. Because if you're dealing with someone outside of you is in a position where it's almost like you and them are together and they're fine with it. They're already on to the next thing. Meanwhile, you like, hold up, I'm chained to this motherfucker. You feel me? Whatever that is, whether that's a person or idea, routine, or pattern. You feel me? It's almost like you could complain about you being in this, but yet you still doing it. Man, that shit could be a weight on it. Whatever it is, whatever you chain to, it's keeping you from healing. Because if it's you versus you, as soon as you make this decision, it's almost like someone outside of you would be sick in a sense where they're gonna be crying over some shit with you. So you might lose a friend. It might be a position where you break up with your partner. It's like you sacrificing yourself for the sake of whatever situation you invest in yourself into, and you doing that by keeping yourself in a stagnant state, a still place. Meanwhile, time moving, and it's just getting heavier and heavier on your ass. The load might already be at max. I'm gonna be honest with you, but yet you don't want to see it. Whatever that means for you. It's like you've condemned yourself if it's that type of situation. Yeah, it's almost like you got a negative outlook on everything else because of this, whatever this is. And you got glasses you could take off, but you don't want to take off for whatever reason. The way that put your foot. You know what I'm talking about, because you still communicate in a certain energy because you're in a certain type of place. Whether that is an internal place, you don't want to let go of this home Peru. Yeah, it's time for you to move. Remix. It's the remix too. Yeah, it's time for you to switch it up. Even if you stay in the same place, just switch up your energies and how you carry or invest yourself. Look, it's time for you to move. That's the last card too. It's time for you to move. Whatever that means for you. So gotta communicate you some different energies there, Cancer. Aries, you might be dealing with an Aries, or that's just, again, spark the first. It's time for you to get a new idea, because whatever this is, that shit ain't hitting for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You could be in the point where it's like it's not working and you've accepted that that's the way it is. That is actually not the way it is. Far from it. If I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You might have rushed into a situation. You might have put yourself in a space. Look, someone could have lied to you to get you in this type of place, whether this place is a mind and that mind was brought to you from a parent, that mind was brought to you from a friend you held dear, or a relationship. You got your manager might have gave you some work advice. Turns out it was really bad work advice. And that started a bad habit for you because you took that and ran with it, but because it was your manager who told you that, because it was your best friend who told you that. You feel me? You just ran with it and you shot yourself in the foot. Now you have the med kit, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to be like, you know what? I shot myself in the foot. You don't want to acknowledge the fact that you're bleeding out. You feel me? It's like that. You know what that means for you though. You know if that's for you or not, period. If it's a situation where you're dealing with somebody outside of you and it's like you could be over something and to the point where you could have just up and stopped. You're not telling nobody why. You're not explaining in regards to why you're not fucking with somebody, why you're not doing that no more, why you're not communicating. It's like you kind of done. You just up and left, leaving someone in a position, and it's like they're chained to the thought of the situation. It's like they don't know what the fuck happened regarding the situation with you, and you kind of fuck their world up the way you just froze. It's like you left them stuck in time. If it's you versus someone outside of you, they're stuck in the mind, the cycle they had with you, the situation, the relationship, the friendship, stuck to that. They're just in a constant replay. You really threw someone in hell because the devil is out here. You feel me? So someone's in hell right now because you just left. No explanations, no reasons. Whatever energy you were communicating, you cut it. Fuck they whole shit up. If that ain't happened, if you ain't do it, then someone did it to you. And it's like you know why, but you don't want to know why. You know what that means for you.